my people, now welcome back again to my channel. Now maybe the Warri Girl, I don't come again with another one. If today now the first time when you they come my channel, God bless you. I beg for una one another they come since, God go bless una. For na support, I really appreciate una. God go bless una. Oh, so my people, as I tell una before, I tell una say this time I go they use them till they show now the different thing when they happen. Now we still there on Robinson Ariyo, where they explain everything when we need to know. And some people, I don already see say some people disagree with am. Many people don't disagree with wetin in dey talk. But my people, before I go talk my own opinion for this thing, now when I don upload the video finish, remain only one to go. I think yes, remain one. So I go dey put another one today, make una hear, so that when we go start to dey play the fresh one now, una no go start to dey argue. Una see say this man even go even show na the paper where everything dey. So today I go dey still put am, I no wan waste una time. I go dey put am make you hear. Shebi na about the edit of 1979, e dey explain everything. E dey tell una everything when dey happen concerning this enthronement, okay, of the Olu of Warri. So my people, I go put the video, may you watch, and when you watch and finish, may you drop your comments wetin you see about that thing, because somebody don't even answer. Okay, fine, make we go back to that one when we did before. You won't tell me say the place no get culture, abi no get tradition, they not get wetin that they do before. Okay, make we return back to that side. But this man don't tell us say no, if you do something wrong before or something wrong with that thing, you no need to go back, go continue with that thing. You need to make amendment. So now this amendment, now they see they try to explain, give the public, make they hear wetin dey happen. So my people, I go dey put the video, make una listen, so that una go hear. The one I no understand, when we come back, drop am for the comment section. God go bless all of una. Bye.
Hello there, and welcome to the final part of this series on our rejoinder to an attempt by that young man of Edo ethnic extraction to cast doubt on the process that has long past the stage that he's referring to. It is important to mention that as of today, we do in fact undisputably have an Omoba and Olu designate. That as of today, we do in fact have all the members of a former Olu Advisory Council, except Chief Ayiri Emami, who is currently under investigation by the ad hoc committee on public petitions and complaints to determine whether or not he is liable for the several allegations that have been lodged against him. Apart from Chief Ayiri Emami, the only other person is Chief Pa Isaac Jemide, whom we suspect due to his age and fragile health has not been joining us in meetings. But I can proudly and confidently tell you that we, as of today, have on board all other members of the former Olu Advisory Council, and the train is on course. I would therefore advise all those who are attempting to conjure up history where there is none, to conjure up confusion where there is none, to please hold their peace. I am particularly concerned that the gentleman made some far-reaching pronouncements about custom and tradition. Now, he did say that there is no place for law in custom and tradition. That cannot be. It would appear that the gentleman is not familiar with the provisions of Section 1, subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. It is elementary that even the law made by the National Assembly, if it is found to be in conflict with a provision of the Constitution, it will be declared null and void to the extent of its inconsistency. Let's even go to the Bible. In the Bible, we had custom and traditions that allowed people to attempt to sacrifice their children for the gods. By this, I mean if we took a second reading at what Abraham did, if Abraham was to try that today, that would pass as an offense of attempted murder. What he did to his son when he heard the voice that he should go and sacrifice his son. So it is outrageous for anybody to say that our custom and tradition are higher than the laws of the land. They are not. As a matter of fact, the edict you are talking about, which is actually a declaration, should it even pass as an edict, whenever it is in conflict with a federal legislation? The provision of Section 4, Section 5 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, settles it that where there is an inconsistency between a federal law and a state law, that federal law will prevail to the extent of the inconsistency of the state law. Now, the edict you are talking about is empowering the establishment of a procedure for establishing custom and tradition with regards to the enthronement of a king. Here, the enthronement of the Olu of Warri. So, the declaration itself is procedural. It is a laid down procedure on how to enthrone. If you went back to section 15, 16, 17, 18, and 73 of the Evidence Act, which is a federal legislation, it also tells you how to establish this. And when you put it side by side with what our revered father of blessed memory, Atuwashi, did, you will see that that pronouncement is in sync with the provisions of section 73 of the Evidence Act 2011 as amended, and section 18 thereat. So let us put things in perspective. The 1979 edict, which empowered the making of the declaration you are talking about, is a state legislation. Now, the declaration then is a product of a state legislation. The 2011 Evidence Act, as amended, is a product of the National Assembly. And it also spells out, lays down how you are to establish custom and tradition. And it says there are two ways. One is either the custom and tradition has been judicially noticed. And by judicial notice, these provisions I cited spells out what amounts to judicial notice. And that is that a custom has been so acted upon by a court of record to the extent that it judicially takes notice of it. That is not the case in this situation. And the Evidence Act says that where a custom cannot be shown to be judicially noticed, that will be proved as fact, as a matter of fact. And it goes ahead to tell you how you prove it. Okay? So, And it also goes ahead to tell you about the repugnancy tests. So how can somebody come out in 2021 and say that irrespective of all these other laws, a custom and tradition is higher and above all of them? That is ludicrous. It has it doesn't make much sense. And for someone to come with the kind of arrogance and confidence to start brandishing something that is not the correct position of the law, it's baffling to me. So we need to understand properly all that has been done in Warri Kingdom has been done in line with law. And anybody who is trying to interpret the law as to exclude an aboriginal tribe is the person causing the trouble. And in this case, everybody's on the boat apart from himself. He's alone in this. We have moved far beyond that. We now have an Omoba and everybody's on board. Everybody is on board. And so, young man, I'm sorry to disappoint you, that all you have said go to no issue whatsoever. And that is because you need to go back and read the different authorities that I have cited. Do not forget that there were custom and traditions that some people held to be custom and tradition. And because of these laws, the law of repugnancy, those were set aside. You didn't need to go and start making the law again. The law simply says that once what you call a law does not agree with certain standards, that you set it aside. You can throw it away. You don't need to, not two questions about it. It dies. It dies a natural death. And so, in modern times, no law will allow you to decimate the aboriginal component of a tribe. I am not saying that it should be an all-common affair. What I'm saying is that those who were brothers to form the tribe will always be entitled to the benefits and entitlement of the tribe. Take it anywhere. It will stand the test of time. But if you want to exclude Yoruba and keep Benin because you are a Benin person, that will not work. It won't work. Because before Benin, there was Yoruba in Ishekiri. So, as far as Ishekiri is concerned, Yoruba was there before Benin. And so, let's advise ourselves properly. Thank you.